Hello and welcome back to Friday Night Magic here on StephenPlays. Last week we started the Shadows over Innistrad DLC, and we quickly learned that we are playing as Jace Beleren. From what I can tell, we're going to be playing as Jace Beleren and having our blue deck throughout the entirety of this DLC, which is fine by me. It's actually pretty exciting. We had to take on some werewolves, and we showed them who was boss. I mean, they kind of were showing us who was boss until we put our arm up and we said, nah, man, blue magic. And they were like, ah, okay, it's cool. Hopefully we get to do that today with what appears to be, I guess, vampires. I'm assuming that's what a vampire looks like. As he reaches Markov Manor in search of Soren, Jace comes across a bizarre sight. The manor has been twisted into a gravity-defying pattern of floating stonework. Towers, halls, and buttresses hang at impossible angles around the sundered core of the building. Now, I'm not an expert, but I would say that it's probably not like that normally. Still on our quest for Soren. Let's see what Jace can do. Let's get started. I was right. Jace versus the vampires. Take that, Twilight. Your turn. Alright, you play first. We got 4 land. That's plenty. Jace's Scrutiny. Another Jace's Scrutiny. We don't have any creatures. Nope. Try again. Okay, that's what we've got now. 2 islands, Phantasmal Bear. That's good. Illusionary Servant, a 3/4 flyer. When it becomes the target of the spell or ability, sacrifice it. This is good. Drown Yard Explorers, 2/4. Whenever they enter the battlefield, investigate. This is good. This is a good little ramp. 1 cost, 3 cost, 4 cost creatures, 5 cost creatures. We've had this guy before. And pour over the pages. This is a fine hand. I'll gladly take this. We get to play first also, so let's get that bear in there. Getting a jump on these vampires. This could be a very difficult battle. Vampires often deal with lifesteal, so a lot of their attacks will absorb our health. And that could be problematic. Okay, let's see what we got. Island. They could also be Death Touch, which would be problematic as well. Alright, so we got this guy, so confirm attack. And none of our other cards are 2 costs. So we're going to do 2 damage as our Phantasmal Bear, and then we move on. So the vampires are red. What other colors are you? Red and black. That gives them access to quite a few cards, starting with a Tormenting Voice. Sorcery. As an additional cost to cast Tormenting Voice, discard a card, draw 2 cards. Okay, thinning out their deck a little bit, getting rid of a mountain. They must have plenty of land. They didn't do anything, which is fine by me. I drew Claustrophobia, which was a card that we really enjoyed using last week. Let's hit them again for 2. Shoot, if you're not going to do anything, I sure as heck will. Unfortunately, I could really use an island, so I hope I get one next turn. Okay, 16 to 20. Haven't seen anything too terrible yet. Keeping my fingers crossed. 3 land. You're not short of land, that's for sure. Second main, you are playing a Vampire Noble, which is a 3/2. Now that is still... that's a pretty big guy. 3/2. Now I've got a 2/2, and I'm not really afraid of you, so I'll probably keep at it. Let's throw in the island, and then we've got options. We've got Claustrophobia. That 3/2 is not worth it. We've also got the Illusionary Servant, which seems like a good pick. Let's throw that in. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and attack. It might block me, it might not. Kinda doubt it will. And it doesn't. Probably because it knows that there's a 3/4 around. A little worried about that. There we go. Let's see what the vampires are going to do. You got 4 land. Go to your attack step. Decide against swinging. Probably a good call. My turn. I have got control of the board, and I feel pretty dang good about it. I don't have enough land to do the things I want to do, though. Claustrophobia still doesn't help me out at all. We're going to go to the attack step. This is a really great thing that we had in the first match as well. 3/2 flyer at the beginning of your upkeep, put the top card of your library into your graveyard. If it's an instant, it transforms into basically a better thing, a 5/4 flyer, and it can't go back, which is nice. Let's go to the attack step. Swing with the 2/2. I'll keep coming at you, man. I ain't scared of you. In fact, I'll swing with both. I don't care if you hit me for 3. What does that matter to me? Stop me if you dare, because I'm doing some serious damage to you. It elects not to. Sure. 2 damage and 3 damage is 5 damage. You have 9 health. You gotta do something quick. Gonna move on to their turn. 5 lands. Something big is coming. It has to be. No reason not to swing, so I'll be down to 17. Sure, no problem. But what are you doing? You've got 6 cards in your hand. It's gotta be big. It's gotta be a 5 cost. Or 4 cost. A Stromkirk Mentor. When Stromkirk Mentor enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on another target vampire you control. Which means that 3/2 is going to be getting a little boost. That's unfortunate. So now we have a 4/3 to deal with. Okay. And I drew a Gone Missing. Put target permanent on top of its owner's library. You can also investigate. How many cards do I have now? I've got 7, so I'm still good. It's saying that I should claustrophobia them, but I'm actually not scared of them. Maybe I should be, but I'm really not. I'm actually going to swing with the bear again. I kind of like that idea. It's saying claustrophobia. Now, I could do that. I could do that to the 4/2. I could do that to the 4/3. Yeah, it's not really... Yeah, I guess it would help me. Got the Phantasmal Dragon. I really need one more land. A lot of stuff would happen, because all this stuff is slightly higher cost. This would also give me another turn to possibly get a land, because if I draw another card next turn, I'm going to have to discard something. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. I'm going to actually keep this one down. Don't get up. Stay right where you are. Bada boom. Okay, now we go to the attack step. I think I'm going to swing with both because that's going to be 5 damage. I could actually win the game next turn. That seems pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Go ahead for the win. That's going to leave you with just 4 life, and if you don't do something soon, you're going to be done. Okay. Let's see what you got. You've got 6 land. Something big has got to be coming. Come on now. You sure you want to swing? You sure about that? You better have a plan for putting something in, because I'm going to be able to swing for the win. There must be something coming. What is this? Alms of the Vein. Target opponent loses 3 life and you gain 3 life. Ah, there it is. Madness. 1. If you discard this card, discard it into exile. When you do, cast it for its madness cost, or put it into your graveyard. Okay. I lose 3, you gain 3. Guess things are a little... Oh, wow. You're not out of the running yet, are ya? Destroy target tapped creature. Also, really great art. Aha, I see. This match is suddenly a lot closer than it was. Thank God I got the island I needed. Island goes in, now we have to decide what we want to do with it. A 5/5 flyer would be pretty sweet. These guys come in as a 2/4. And then, of course, we got this guy also who can become quite a bit larger. You become a 5/4, that's right. The Phantasmal Dragon seems like a pretty good choice, because even though if he's targeted he goes away, the advantage here is that he can block that 4/2. And we don't really have anything else we can play. We need even more land. Let's go for the Phantasmal Dragon. That seems good. Phantasmal Dragon comes in. Go to the attack step. And I will. 2 more damage. Now, if they do target that dragon, I'm going to be in trouble, but for right now, I think I'll be alright. They can't kill me next turn. They'd have to do some pretty extravagant stuff, and I don't think they can do that yet. Also, if they can't kill that 5/5 flyer, they're going to lose because they're going to take 5 damage in the air. So you got 6 land and 3 cards in hand. Can you figure it out? Okay. Now, if they can target the dragon will die. That's the problem. I think let's go ahead and get this guy out, because that way he can be growing. At least potentially. Move on to the attack step. Here it comes. Fiery Temper. Deals 3 damage to target creature or player. They are, of course, going to target the dragon. Because if they don't, then there will be a problem. Bum-ba-da-ba-da. Let me read that card again. Curious about it. There we go. 3 damage, okay. Just a really, really, really expensive lightning bolt. Although it does have madness. Alright. So that happened. Yeah, whatever. I'm still swinging. If you don't want to take the 2 damage, then let's trade, buddy. I'll do it. Alright. Finally. Some fun around here. We trade. Now, the problem that you have is that I still have a 3/2 flyer, and you don't got jack. You've got 8 land. Throw something out now, or you are in big, big trouble. And you did. Okay. So it's the thing that lets you draw some cards. What you need to do, what is this? Twins of Mara Estate. A 3/5 creature. It also has madness. So you've got a 3/5. It's not a problem for me. You get 2 cards. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Didn't get bigger, which is unfortunate. This guy's really holding on. I was thinking that it would be, like, not a big problem, but it's actually kind of a big problem. I think this is probably my best bet, because then I've got something to just hold that 3/5 off. Remember, blue is all about control, and that's what I need to be focusing on. Still don't have enough mana to play the Sturmgeist yet. Yep, let's do Fogbank. I can use Fogbank to hold the 3/5 at bay and still wail on it with the 3/2 in the air. That means I can still win in 2 turns. Seems pretty good to me. Go to the next step. 3 in the air. Can't block. 3 untapped mana, 2 cards in hand. Alright, this is it, buddy. I am going to win next turn. You have 1 turn to figure this out. You get all the land in the world. Okay, you figured it out, so you're pretty smart. Oh, wait, what? No, that was... What? What are you doing? What are you doing? Why would you do that? That was wrong. No, honey, you should have killed my flying 3. What? Why? What? You kill the guy that's doing damage to you, not the guy that is defender. Oh, maybe you have another plan. Oh, you have another plan. Markov Dread Knight. A flying 3/3. You can also pay 3, discard a card, and put 2 1/1 counters on him. Oh, God. Okay. That's fun. Please be something. It's not. Okay, well, I've got an island. You should play the island. You don't say. Well, if I put this guy in, he'll be a 4/4 flying, and that seems pretty good. Also this. Oh my god, it's fun. It's fun. There's actually a few ways that this could go. This is the instant win card. So I've won the game, so that's fun. The other thing you could do is I could attack. So he's like, oh man, I've got to stop him. And then he'll block with this, right? And then what I could do is then I could activate Jace's Scrutiny, and then he wouldn't do any damage to me, but I'd still do damage to him, and he would be dead. The problem is that's obviously not as good as this, because this just allows me to win. Put target permanent on top of its owner's library. Yeah, let's do that. That seems like the good play. Hey, buddy. Return from whence you came. It also gives me one of these little fun things. These little fun knickknacks. I can't use it because I don't have any spare mana now, but now I can swing. 3 damage in the air. You have 2 health. That's all she wrote. Things were a little concerning there. Honestly, like at the beginning, I was like, no, I have this in the bag. This is easy. And then it was kind of like a little roller coaster because I was like, wait, hold on. You're doing things. You have mana. And that was one of the things is I only ever had 5. And the vampires had like 8. They could play anything that they drew. Inside the manor, Jace finds no sign of Soren, but he instead discovers the ghastly remains of the Markov bloodline embedded in the stone walls. Upon closer inspection, he locates a vital clue, a tattered journal filled with records of the recent happenings on Innistrad. Bum, bum, ba, dum, bum, ba, bum. Good job! We did it! We did the thing! So it looks like we're dealing with just some of the various nasties. Like the first week was werewolves, this week was vampires, and next week is going to be zombies. And then pirates. Pirates, or is that Soren? Maybe that's Soren, I don't know. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, but do not miss the next exciting episode of Friday Night Magic coming at you next week.